to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my top 10 tips and tricks or hacks, whatever you want to call it, when it comes down to shopping at Sephora. Now, my information is coming from experience, just being a shopper and shopping there for literally all my life, ever since I can remember. And being from Canada, we didn't have Ulta, so the only place we could shop at for high-end makeup was actually just Sephora. I mean, that's pretty much it. So I have been shopping there always, and I did work there, which, oh my god guys, let me just start this video by saying that I absolutely loved my job there, and I highly recommend it to you guys. If you are looking for a part-time job, then definitely check out Sephora. It's pretty awesome, and I loved everyone I worked with. I don't know, maybe that was just my personal experience, but anyways, that's a whole other video that I'm planning on making in the future, and just kind of talking to you guys about the overall job experience. But anyways, if you guys are interested to find out my top 10 my top 10 tips and tricks, and also, as I said, hacks when it comes on to shopping there, then please continue watching. Alright, so my tip number one is testers. Now, Sephora is so good at giving out testers. I know sometimes we hear a certain foundation is so great and we run into Sephora without even thinking twice and we just buy it because someone said that it's a great product. Well, testers are a way for you to not waste your money and also not have to go through the hassle of returning a product. So basically all you do is you walk into Sephora, they will do a color match for you. Let's say if it's a foundation, they will find the correct color for you and give you a little tester, which you can actually use like 2 to 5 times. They are pretty generous with the amount they give you, and this way you will go home and test it out and really see for yourself if the product is right for you or not. So now tip number 2 is to ask for samples. Now these are different than testers. Samples are pre-made and companies basically send out samples of their new products in order for the cashiers to hand it out to the clients so they can test things out on their own. And now sometimes, you know, cashiers can get a little too busy and they forget to give out these samples. So just when you're checking out, don't forget, always double check. Just ask them if they have any good samples, and you would be surprised. Normally there's a whole lot of samples at the cash register and they'll just go in there and give you a couple of samples as well. Alright, so now my tip number 3 is to sign up for the Beauty Insider card if you don't have it already. You know, as you're checking out, they ask you if you have the card or not, and they're not trying to get you guys. I promise you, they're not on commission or anything like that. This card is actually really good to have. The least you can get from this card, which is pretty amazing, is for no minimum purchase necessary, you will get a free birthday present every single year on your birthday. And it's pretty good because they are actually very generous with the birthday gifts, and also there are other perks that the card has. You can definitely check out their website and read more about it. But once you become a VIP member or a VIP Rouge member, which means at this point you have spent some money in the store, then there are other perks and there are discounts. I mean, there's a whole other thing that you can get. So anyways, it is a free card and I highly recommend you to sign up for it. Alright, so now my tip number 4 is to book an appointment and get your makeup done for free. And yes, you heard me right, it is free. But there is a but. All you gotta do is purchase a $50 gift card, which will go towards whatever you want to purchase. So you're not gonna be paying the $50 to get your makeup done, but you are required to purchase a $50 gift card and you can buy whatever makeup you want, and at this point they will do your makeup for you for absolutely free. So it is really great. They do have a lot of talented artists that work there and they know what they're doing, so definitely guys. But before doing that, don't forget to make an appointment and then you can walk in, buy your gift cards, and get all glammed up. Alright, so now my tip number 5 is to book a mini makeover. Now, a lot of people don't know this, but Sephora actually does mini makeovers, and for this, you don't even need the $50 gift card. You need absolutely nothing. All you do is you just ask for a mini makeover, and a mini makeover is basically a one-on-one time with you and a beauty expert, and now you get to pick one thing that you want to learn more about and you want them to apply on you. So let's say, for example, if you are struggling with a liquid liner, they will spend about 15 minutes. They will apply the liquid liner on for you, and they will also teach you and talk about different eyeliners and for your eye shape, and it's pretty cool. It's absolutely free and it's kind of like a one-on-one 15-minute lesson. Alright, so now my tip number 6 is not to buy buy those travel size items. And I know that this is a hard one because they even get me all the time as I'm about to check out. That checkout area, you guys know what I'm talking about. That area is just so darn cute, and the products, the packaging, everything just gets you, and it really gets you motivated to spend some extra money and buy those travel size stuff. But the reason why I'm recommending you not to do that is just because those actually, if you compare to the full size based on the fluid ounce, you will notice that they are actually charging you quite a lot of money for those travel size stuff. So the only time that I recommend you to purchase them is, let's say you are traveling and you can't obviously take like a full size setting spray on the plane, then go ahead and purchase the travel size. In that case, it's worth it. But if you're buying just because it's cute or just because it's like a last minute purchase, or you're thinking, hey, it's cheaper, I can afford it, I would say, you're kind of wasting your money. So stay away from those adorable, cute travel size products. All right, so now my tip number 7 is to save up your points. Now, this is something I actually forgot to talk about when I was talking about the Beauty Insider card, but basically you will earn points. So once you get to like 100 points or 250 points or 500 points and sometimes 1,000 points, they will treat you with a product. So at the cash register, they have all these little products that you can pick from depending on how many points you have. Now, my recommendation is to hold off and don't feel pressured into spending your points, because I think that the best way of spending the points are on products that you're not going to be able to get the samples or the testers of. So why spend 100 points on like a little foundation that you can actually just get a tester of and try it out for yourself? And you can save up that 100 points and maybe get it towards something like a lip product or a mascara, or for 250 points you can get these little fragrances that are so adorable, and I think they are actually worth the points. So now my tip number 8 is to be careful with those value sets. Oh my god. Those darn value sets. They literally get you every time, right? You look at them and you are like, oh, I'm actually going to be saving so much money by buying this. Now, let me be clear on this. Some of the value sets are actually, they are legit value sets. Things like, for example, skincare or makeup, they're actually pretty good for the price that you're paying. You will get good amount of stuff, especially around Christmas time. They have a lot of these value sets. Now, one thing I suggest you staying away from are the little fragrances. Oh my god. They are like sample size fragrances. They are so tiny, and you can literally, as I mentioned, get these for testers for absolutely free. But no, you will be paying like 50 bucks to get a few of them in like a little bag, and those ones, guys, are definitely not a value set, and you are not saving up money. You are absolutely 100% wasting money. So make sure that you're not caught up by how cute and adorable they are, and that you're actually making a smart decision. All right, so now tip number 9 is price adjustments. So if you purchase something and then you go online and you check again and you see that the item has gone on sale, don't worry guys, don't panic. You can actually get a price adjustment as long as it is 1 or 2 weeks after the purchase. Alright, so now tip number 10 is going to be annual sales. Now, Sephora has, I believe, about 2 different types of sales that go on, and again, by having that Beauty Insider card, they will send you an email, and one of the sales, I believe, is 10% off or 15% off, and the other sale, which is my personal favorite, is $15 or $20 or $25 off of $50. So if you are a VIP Rouge member, if you spend $50, you basically get 50% off, which is a great deal for Sephora, because you guys know high-end makeup, they barely ever go on sales. Alright, so now my last and final tip, number 11, is going to be Sephora's return policy. So Sephora probably has the best return policy on the planet, and you didn't know, now you know. So you can definitely return an item. If you buy something and it's not working out for you, don't worry, don't panic, it's all going to be okay. You can definitely take it back as long as you hold on to the receipt, or you have it on your Beauty Insider card. They are so great at doing these returns. Just one thing, guys, make sure that the product is gently used. You don't want to return an empty foundation bottle, because that's not cool. They're probably going to say no to that. But as long as an item just being used a couple couple of times and it's not completely empty, then they have no problem returning it for you. Alright my beauties, that is it. Those are my top 10 plus 1. So 11 tips and tricks on things that you should know about shopping at Sephora. I hope that this video was somewhat helpful to you guys, and if you haven't checked out my other video that I did, which was about my top 10 tips and tricks on overall shopping, I share with you guys some of my hacks when it comes down to just doing like an overall shopping and saving tons and tons of money, and that is a really good video. So if you haven't checked that one out, I will go ahead and leave a link to it in the description box down below, so definitely check that out. Anyways, I hope you guys are all having a fabulous day, and thank you friends so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Mwah.